You seem to be the only one worthy of a final test. Move as many of the bells as you can. One sound and you fail. Go.
D-Block! Yo, man. Let me tell y'all something that my pops told me. Pops told me this a long time ago. He was like, why do you argue with your mother? For what? And he's not saying, like, oh, you yelling at her. No, he's saying, why go back and forth? If you're going to do what you're going to do anyway, then why not just tell her, okay, and just do it? Keep that in mind. So, why are most of you 85%? And before I get started, I am not a 5%er when I speak on 5%. That's not what I'm saying. Because I believe if they really were here to wake up the dumb, deaf, and blind, they would have told us that there's symbolism the Ku Klux Klan had before them. But they didn't. So I'm not saying them. What I am saying is this. It seems like, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right. Look, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I know there's a lot of clown shit out there. I know there's.
Look, a giraffe. Look, a fist. Clowns.
I know there's a lot of clown shit out there. So I'm not saying that. This is what I am saying. Shit. Okay, I just helped my brother move, right? And my brother got a nice spot. It's cool. But as soon as you make a left turn, you're gonna be in the ghetto. You'll be like, God damn, as soon as you make a right turn, you're gonna be in the ghetto. You're like, oh, yo, nigga, where the fuck you? But it's dope though. The crib is nice. It's really fly. It's just in the cut, So while I'm rolling around there, I forgot what part of Connecticut we was in. But anyway, so while I'm rolling around and don't get it confused, where I'm at right now is Ghetto Mother. But it just depends on where you live. Like the street I live on is quiet. You maybe got one ratchet house on the street. Everything else, people pretty much take care of their stuff. You can tell who's hold on. You can tell who's decent people by how they keep their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Decent people keep their property decent, up to par. You know what I'm saying? That's decency. So while you're rolling around, off his block and you go around and it's like, it's bad. Like trust me, I'm not saying it like, oh, it's the word. No, it's bad everywhere. But I'm saying it's bad. Where it's like, these are dilapidated buildings people are living in. You can tell these buildings are dilapidated. But I don't blame the government. I don't blame society because it is impossible to bring new things around people who are not going to keep them up to par. It makes no sense. So I'm saying that because why are most people 85%? People are 85% because the 85 won't get out of what has already been given to them. You know what I mean? The 85% really believes the idiot virus, even though they see no results. They don't see any results. You know what I mean? Why did the standard become, oh, you don't need to be married? At first it was like this. First it was, you don't have to go to school to do something in life. That's what it was. It was, everybody's not built for college. You don't have to do that. All right, cool. And that is true. Right. I'm not saying that it's not. Then it became, oh, you don't have to be married to, have children. Then it became, oh, you don't need two parents to raise a child. All this is coming from 10% of people and given to the whole 85, the whole shebang bang. And me being someone who is the 5%, I'm looking at the people and I'm like, don't y'all see that they fucked us? And it's not the government, because people keep trying to make it just a white and black thing. It is a white and black thing, but it's not opposition like you think. They work with each other. I mean, that's what I'm trying. That's what I want people to realize. I want people to realize that they work with each other. They're not alone. It's not like, oh, they're putting black people down. No. Those black people those black people that are doing bad, those are the ones that they betrayed. Somebody else was just talking about it. Somebody was talking about Tupac. And they were saying how Dolores Tucker was, against the brothers in the ghetto, and that's what was destroying black people. That's what's messing them up. It ain't it ain't them. It's not them. It's never their fault, actually. It's always everybody else's fault. It's never their fault. Which is what I would say is 85%, because see, that's not an adult. An adult knows accountability. That's the only way things function. You can't, mess up something and then just keep blaming everybody else. It doesn't work. So the ones who signed off on these deals, these governors, these mayors, if you notice, a lot of cities that are dilapidated have black mayors, black governors. We can go all the way back to Marion Barry. They tried to say that, oh, they set him up. No, this nigga's really smoking crack. We really had the video. He's really a crackhead. So, Lori Lightfoot. Did she hook Chicago up? Did Chicago get better? What about that Kim Fox out there? Did she help the community? Did the community get better? Oh, you just hating your own people. I'm saying those aren't your people. Remember how we were just talking about the lady that's with the Biden administration and how she used to work for Jeffrey Epstein and knew about the island and all that stuff because she worked for him after he had already been caught up in 2012, I believe. So now do you understand that it's not a black and white thing? And it never was. I'll help you out. I'll help you out too. And this is cool because this is actually somebody that, Negroes look up to. And they're going to, see the situation and feel that he was in the right and he knew what he was talking about. But the issue comes in it said for some reason it lost my mic, but I really wouldn't say anything. I was just getting this ready. You didn't miss anything. But peep this out. Check this out. Is it back? Can you hear me now? Because I know it left. But okay, all right, cool. Because it told me it went off. But I wouldn't say anything. I wasn't saying anything serious at the moment. Now look. Some things you don't find out until later in life. And it's bigger than the two people I'm about to show you. So don't watch this video and think this is going a certain way. No. Remember, this video is to the 85ers. This is telling you why you're 85. The whole thing is set up. I said this a long time ago. I said there'll be a guy on a corner selling a product, a tonic or something, some type of drink you can drink, whatever. Okay, there'll be you, the viewers, hopefully to them the consumer. Then there's another person. They're heckling like, oh yeah, this is a joke. This ain't gonna work. Whatever. Okay, they get into a scuffle. Then a police officer shows up. All right. All three of them are a part of the same team. The host, the agitator, and the peacemaker. They're all a part of the same thing. When you walk out your house, you're walking into the show. I need people to understand that. The United States of America is not a country. It's a corporation. Okay. That right there should let you know something. This whole thing is about business. It even started on business because they talk about sharecropping and tobacco cropping and all the industrial industry, the movie industry, the music industry. If you notice, there's a lot of industries that are being made here. So many different genres of music, so many different types of purses and all different types of things. Okay. So much so, they took some of your jobs overseas and then bigged up another corporation because people think China's a country, but no. Yeah, there's a country named China, but China is ran by the CCP, which is a corporation. See? So it's all about business. It always was and always will be. I'm saying that to say this. There is a reason that they need children to be fanatics for things. whether it's war or peace. You know, they rig the game and they buy out both sides. Control out of chaos. This is their shtick. This is what they do. So it does not matter if you know people. If you like, imagine this. Say you got a friend. Right? And your friend, you guys are best friends. You know what I'm saying? You tell each other everything. Do you think that maybe your best friend knows something that you don't? Do you think maybe you know something that your best friend don't? Of course. There's always going to be something that you know that everybody doesn't. Especially if it's business involved. Everybody can't know your business, best friend or not. If you sign a contract, if you have certain obligations, you can't share that with everybody because it's on you. You're the name on the contract. A lot of people that have been in the industry or have done real business, like, you know, $1 million construction deals, you know what I'm saying, demolition deals, distributing, you know, all the people that deal with big money, you know, they know that there's certain, you can't breach things in contracts, you know, it's there, you know, and people have lawyers and all different stuff to cross the T's and dot the I's to make sure nobody is getting played. Exactly. Like Big Pharma. You know, I'm easing into this because I'm trying to show I want to show something that people didn't see and they weren't going to see because they were going to be vibrating with the conversation. They're not symbol literate yet. We're about to watch a video from a long time ago. It's in the 90s. This is a long time ago. But if you're to the stage that at least I try to take people with this page, then you're going to see the symbolism already there. You're going to say, well, wait a minute. What are you trying to say? Check this out. Because it's not even Ice-T that we're watching. We're going to watch Tupac argue with a lady.
I just said I don't write songs about cop killing.
But it did have the lyrics in there.
Of the songs on your album mention cop killing?
No.
Oh,
They
that's
don't.
not true.
No. All
That
my
is
songs
not
talk about
true.
police brutality and self-defense. Now that's something different.
This man over here is in a really rough area, and he puts his life on the line every day.
I got so much respect for him for that, but look, we have to live in the same neighborhoods without bulletproof vests, without backup, without walkie-talkies, without guns, without tear gas, without pepper spray, without batons.
No, but what I would like to
Now, I'm going to let her talk. But the point of me showing this video is for multiple things. Tupac is... You got to love him as a character. They did a great job with this character because he's good. He is good. And nobody can deny he went to acting school. So he knows how to do things. He knows how to use his words to make points, maybe a more grander or grandiose than others. Let's say it like that. Let's say he knows how to make. He was an MC. You know what I'm saying? He was a rapper. But it's like he also could kick a good speech. He could talk. If you heard him, they asked him a question. They said, you know, but you talk about, you know, killing the police. And he's like, no, I don't. You know, and in the honest truth, it's a flip of the coin. I can't say that I've heard Pac blatantly say, go out there and shoot police. I can't say that. What I can say is he has, people are going to call it revenge or get back, you know what I'm saying? But it's like he has alluded to defending yourself even against the police. Let's say it like that. I'm trying to be politically correct, damn it. I want this video to go places. It's like he didn't advocate violence against the police. He said he was telling people, you know, about police brutality. So he's more talking, because remember, this is early Pac. So he's more or less on some Black Panthers stuff. Like, yo, they come to the neighborhood, they got guns, they got badges, they got tasers, they got lasers, they got, like he said, we ain't got none of this stuff. They got walkie-talkies, they got all this stuff. The lady is about to come on, and she's about to say, well, you advocate for these things that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That the reason these police are in your neighborhoods is because you don't have the badge and you don't have the gun, but you have the crime in your neighborhood. And the way that you talk, you kind of co-sign the criminal more than the police. Both of them got black and white on. Pac got black and white on. His hat's white with black in it. His outfit's black. She got the chessboard on. These are the two that combat the most, so much that people took this snippet and brought it back in 2023. It was them two combating. Now, remember what this video is about why are most of you 85%? We've already done the Tupac host review. Okay, so we know that once you get past emotion, there's certain things that you have to make sense of. You have to explain it. You have to explain why, when Pac, is shot at Quad Studios and, everybody's coming out, they zoom in and they show a female that's supposedly crying on a dude, but he's laughing. And it's like, how the hell was you going to see that back in 95? How were you going to be able to see that? How would you see that? Or 94? How would you see that? How would you see that way back? They weren't showing no stuff like that. So it's like, you would literally have to watch the footage of the tape and sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? And really analyze the tape. The same thing I had to do of the last recording of Martin Luther King before he gets shot. I had to watch the tape. I had to watch the Smithsonian and see them clip the tape. And I'm like, yo, this is before Ted Turner Classics colorized. It's like they didn't have, in the 60s, they didn't have no color, these things off the projector. So it's like, I already know they was in black and white, but they've been able to colorize them thanks to Ted Turner. That's how we was able to do stuff like that. So now we got colorized videos from the 60s, and it's like Jesse's in two different shirts. So it goes way back before Pac. This is not about Pac. This is about why you are 85, because all of these people you're introduced to in the system, they're already in the system. You know what I'm saying? The tabloids is a part of the media. You keep talking about these Black Panthers been in the media and the tabloid. Yes, okay, who's printing it? And why is everything around them CIA and FBI? This makes no damn sense. Everybody's like, nah, they was infiltrated. We seen that movie, The Black Messiah. We seen that. They infiltrated the Black Panthers. And I'm like, you know what? That is true. But here's another weird thing. Do you know that the Asian dude that they was getting their guns from was also an FBI informant? He was also a CIA informant. So it's like, dog, y'all got a lot of feds around y'all. And look at the community. You have to look at it. Gangbangers will attest that they are an offshoot of the Black Panthers. Okay, they are killing and dealing, pimping and hoeing, ruining the community, babies out of wedlock, not being parents, not going to work, not having foundational Black excellence. So that is the result of that. So, hey, Tupac did not start with thug life. But I don't understand how can you start out revolutionary knowing what's going on and then turn into thug life. That is the chessboard. That is the black and white. That is why we could not see this, because of the grandiose acting that both of them are doing. It's all vibrational energy. It's all vibrational energy. I know when you first find out about Pac being a black man from the street, okay, yeah, you feel betrayed. But then once you get older and you analyze it, it's like, dog, he signed the contract already. Well, he cannot breach the contract. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't get. You cannot breach the contract. Whatever the contract is, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his was to be looked at and idolized as, a great righteous brother that, will ride. Like, I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna be rich to 96. Okay, he says this in 93. He says this on his second album. How does he already know what year he's gonna go? Like, how would he know unless it was planned? He makes all these songs. It just so happened, you know, saying he got all these songs left over. How would he know? Oh, yeah, well, he knew he was going to die when he talked about that. How do you know that? And why are you so comfortable with it? Like if it's all supposed to be there. Let's hear what she had to say.
See, it's for children in our country to have a better future than what you guys have. And that's not going to happen when he's repressing his generation and his people by saying they have no hope.
What do you know about my people?
I know a lot about your people.
See? What I tell you, it's words, it's spells. They're both battling each other. But it's words, it's spells. Because he's like, what do you know about my people? Well, Pac, let me ask you a question. What do you know about your people, Pac? Did you know about, the 50,000 patents, Tupac? Did you know it was 3 black women that helped them get to the moon, Pac? Did you know about who invented the traffic light? Then why didn't you bring it up, Pac? All Pac brought up was some Black Panthers and some, fighting and riding. Okay, but other than that, getting at the girls. But then, he started talking about selling drugs. And Pac already admitted he wasn't even a good drug dealer. He didn't even sell drugs like that. It's a stage. It's acting. People are playing who they want to be. Like, think about it like this. How many Tupac duplicates have they gave you? Think about that. It's like, Tupac had to known something before he was gone, because there's no blood at the crime scene. But it's like he had to have known something, because look how many Tupac clones you ended up getting. C Murder. Try to sound just like Pac. That's how everybody looked at it. It is what it is. Another nigga from No Limit, Crazy. He tried to shave his head bald, look like Pac. DMX. Everybody like, oh, nah, DMX had his own style. Not really, because if you listen to his old stuff, he don't sound nothing like he did when he first came out. When he comes out, his flow's totally different. And we all know that the bald head grimy, but with, seasoned with talking about God, that's Pac Lane all day. So it's like when DMX first came out, yeah, we had the bald head and whatever, nigga rapping, but it's like, nah, he was talking about, once niggas started talking about God, it's like you bald, and it's like you got this little gritty voice, and you kind of sound like Pac. Like, Pac had the thugs, you had the dogs. It's like, same difference. But, both great in your own realm, but it's like, no, we're not even done there. Lil Zane tried to sound like Pac. Everybody remembers this shit. There were so many Pac clones, it was ridiculous. Lil Wayne, I'm the new Pac. I can't believe he said that shit. Him and Ja Rule. You want to see Pac return? I'm here, nigga. Man. And like, I don't even think y'all get what I'm saying. Like, the whole thing is set up. All right, it's set up on the grounds that we're supposed to be, because this is the 90s. We're supposed to be falling into this, woe is me, feel sorry for me, but I'm robbing, stealing, and killing. This is where Black Lives Matter comes from. Tupac started it. Tupac started that by complaining about not having weapons in the ghetto, not addressing the problems in the ghetto, just talking about people who are poor. Okay, well, why don't you go to work? Why are people selling drugs and stealing? All because they're poor. Dog, that's not an excuse. I'm sorry, that's not an excuse to not sweep a floor, mow a lawn. You're not making any sense. You're broke, you're hungry. Okay, go mow a lawn. Go get a job. Go figure it out. People have been doing this. How do kids make lemonade and sell that? Wash a car, mow a lawn, they pick up a couple dollars, but you couldn't figure that out. And you got the opportunity to actually go get some actual work. Then there's jobs on the spot. Like, I'm thinking reasonable. I'm not worried about back in the day, even though we're talking about it, but you have to fast forward to what we're dealing with now. There's labor-ready jobs. There's jobs you can make $60 a day. Like, you just show up, be the earliest there. It's like, why you have a license? Like, show me driving jobs. Why you like what the, it's companies that will give you a car. You know, the thing is this: being poor is actually not a financial thing. That's the craziest part about it. It was never about rich in the sense of money anyway. You know what I mean? Because I could give a fool $1 million and they will part pretty fast. But if I give a poor man some money, but he's a poor man who always, made his bed, he always, tried to give his little, whatever he had, he'll be a little more responsible with it. So it's really about class in the sense of your education. And that's what I want to talk about. You know what I mean? Because 85 is mathematics. You know what I'm saying? 10 is controlling off of the media. What we're watching. They on the stage. It's the grandos. Okay, excuse me. One represents for you, but you didn't choose this person to represent you. When you go to a Foot Locker, you're not choosing a shoe. You're choosing from the choices that were chosen for you to choose from. You don't pick anything. It's already been set out there for you. You know what I'm saying? And if they got something new, you gotta wait a couple months. They'll let you know what it is. It's like you have to get past the simple stuff. Yeah, it was cool as a kid to like something, be a fan of it. But then when you grow up and you learn that fan is the etymon basically short for fanatic. It's like you don't want to be a fanatic for people, you know what I'm saying? You can't think for yourself. You're just lost in this motherfucker. It's like that. Okay, don't you see the Beehive, the fucking the Drake bots, the fucking Barbie for Nicki, the Barbies is like you see this shit? You see this shit? Zombie effect. Like straight up, yo, we used to run the world. Like I'm kicking facts. I'm like, yo, you gotta see what it is though, because we fell for the Hollywood fucking mysteries. You know what I'm saying? Once you gave it to your emotions, see, we don't get stuff. We don't get certain stuff. Men tell you all the time, don't deal with your emotions, deal with your logic. But we let these people get us through our emotions. Movies, songs, events, all this different stuff. The Roman circus, we let them entertain us. And we forgot that's emotional. You know what I'm saying? When you entertained by something, that's emotions, man. That's emotions. That's not grown folk stuff. Grown folks ain't emotional. Grown folks ain't emotional. They're logical. We handle business. So, why at the end of the day are we here? If everything was right, if everything they was talking about was straight facts, then why did the music go down? The music got bad. Why did the solicitation of prostitution go up within our neighborhood, but then we claim that they kidnapping the most black women? Well, wouldn't we think putting some clothes on would make sense? But who's promoting taking your clothes off in the black community? The music industry, Hollywood. Don't play soft with me. Keep your head up. Brenda's got a baby. Doug, he had a porn star in his video. Heather Hunter, him and Biggie Smalls hit that. It's ironic. Jada Pinkett's his bestie. She ends up being a bald head mushroom freak, even though she had alopecia, so I ain't gonna talk about her bald head. But she was a freak, more or less. Ruined a nigga's life who did nothing wrong to her. Fucked her kids up. That's a different kind of special. I mean, like entertainment wise, ain't nobody take talent from Pac. I said he went to acting school. I never said he wasn't talented. Shit, I still like Lucky from Poetic Justice to this day. Like what the fuck? Like nobody's tripping off Pac in that sense. Nah, shit. I got stories about Biggie weird ass too. Pac ain't never said he buck fucked the little boys and threw them over the bridge. Like I give him that. But it's like, yo, trust me, I got stories for a lot of different people. I'm using Pac because people keep forgetting something about him, and it's the barricade that has messed up the black family, the black children, and the peace amongst the black people. It's the mixing of revolutionary and criminal penitentiary behavior, because that is what thugging is. Thugging is hearing grown men raped in the cells at night and putting the pillow over your head and going to bed. Thugging is watching a man's fucking intestines get ripped out by a blade that was made from some old fucking refrigerator that was in the kitchen fucking area. Bruh. Black family can't thrive with that. There is no more Ku Klux Klan around. There's none of that. There's the Ku Klux Democrats. You got the Ku Klux Democrats. You got the Ku Klux Democrats. They're still around. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have no more boogeyman stories. All you got is the facts that you let people, because remember, you credit yourself for marching. You credit yourself for walking across Selma, baby. Like, you credit yourself for being in suits and ties, and I'm a man, I just want a job. And you credit yourself for this, man. Dignified, solidified soldiers. For that to turn around and turn into bank robberies, doing drugs. Because you got to remember, Pac Dad told us. Pac Dad just did an interview. And he's like, yeah, we used to roll up to New Jersey from New York. He's like, yo, we be in somebody's house. You know, somebody will have like a hidden stash spot. And we would just have guns and be at posts. And I'm like, see, look, no money's being made. Nothing's being done. Like, y'all need to throw up protecting the block. They shut the fuck up. Where's our stores at? Bro, where's our stores at? How do we go from owning business to no business? How'd that happen? It's the government. Dog, you wanted to go over there. You wanted to... They're like, yeah, because there was problems in these inner cities. And, bruh. Something's not adding up. Something's not adding up when y'all been had the connection with the Klan and the NOIs back in the fucking 50s. They was already doing other weird shit. And what did Pac roll with? A bunch of Muslims. Basically. He was kind of like Christian with it, but he was really rolling with a bunch of dudes that was like, even all the boot camp clique, they were basically like Muslims. They all deal with the Jamaican and the Muslim stuff. So he was all around, but there's a reason for that. You can't blame him. He's supposed to be. Like I said, Pac is on some, like, he was placed there. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, he's not the mastermind. I never said that. He's not the mastermind, no. But he was placed there. And, you know, for him to get shot in his head and then take that mug shot and go to prison and not have a scar there, that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of weird to me. You know, I think that's interesting. And it's just weird. It's just weird. But it's whatever. Who gives a damn? Not talking about him. We talking about why motherfuckers are 85%. So fast forward. Because Pac died. Pac did. You know what I'm saying? He did his part. He did the thug lessons. Okay, they gave Biggie 6 more months. Came through with the drug dealer flow. What happened? Clipped him. All right. Then they posted Jay-Z. Jay-Z took on both sides, both styles. That's what they say. It was both styles. He got all that shit. Took y'all on a cocaine tirade with Rockefellers. That's weird. That's weird. People don't believe that like you said, the machine. People don't believe this whole thing was set up. How the hell y'all go from thugging, death row? We ain't afraid to die. We don't give a fuck. To bad boy. Remember, it's death row and bad boys. So the devil symbolism is already there. It's like it's already there. Bad boys versus death row. Nothing good sounds like it's gonna come out of this anyway. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Then we moved to Rockefeller Records. Because who knocked y'all niggas off in the 60s? The Jew did anyway. So it's like, that's so funny. Y'all went from Ride or Die, Bad Boys, to now we're businessmen. Now we're at Rockefeller Towers and shit. Now we're big business. And all Jay-Z talked about was selling drugs. That's his shtick. He's the ultimate hustler. That's what everybody, that's his nickname, right? Oh, Jay-Z's a hustler. He's a hustler. He's a hustler. He's a hustler, baby. He's I mean, but did Gotti really go far? And be honest, was Murder Inc. really Murder Inc.? Like, let's call a spade. Was Murder Inc. Or was Murder Inc. fucking Singing Inc.? They dropped one Murderers album. That was it. Everything Ja Rule was talking was damn near singing. Fucking I always there with you. Oh, always on time. I wanna be without you. Like, nigga. Y'all some lying motherfuckers. Murder Inc. was not murdering nothing, nigga. They was singing. Everything was for the bitches. Nobody can lie. Nigga, Ja Rule turned to an ecstasy head and went straight. Like, he was singing Tupac. Like, everybody know that. He's singing Pac. Nigga. Like, so that's funny that you bring that up because he stole his style too. I forgot about that. He stole his style also. You know, I respect you for keeping it real, because I've been told niggas that. I said, I think it's quite disrespectful that people still salute 50. Like, if you want to salute him for, you know, his business and, you know, his movies and his shows and all that, books, knowledge, and even the flows. All right, cool. But he can't lie like, nigga, you started singing like a motherfucker. It was like, what the fuck? I'm like, how you gonna diss Ja, nigga? And now you singing singles too? Like, nigga, that's kind of gay. But whatever, you know, nobody paid it any attention. I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas is lame because they sing, but here comes your new singing single. So, whatever. Yeah, Rockefeller. See, because I thought you was going to say Rough Riders, but so we at Rockefeller. Then we go to Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? It keeps going back where they want it to go. Because Pac was on Death Row. X was on Rough Riders. All right. Same agenda. Everything's the same agenda. Everything's about hurt. Everything's about destruction. As you notice, there is no revolution coming. Now it's long gone. Because y'all became businessmen. You know what I'm saying? Rockefellers. Big time drug dealers. All right. Look at the game now. Look at the game now. You foul for even bringing that up, because what was the aftermath? This is the funniest shit. People don't understand. What was the aftermath? The white boy. This nigga destroyed the whole game. He's like, yo, I'm gonna blow it up. The aftermath. What'd he do? Right in the white boy. Oh yeah, he destroyed the game. All right. He did, because now you got all these lyrical miracle motherfuckers, and it's like that pretty much just threw a monkey wrench in the whole joint, because now everybody just thinks they can just say what they want, and that makes them the greatest MC. It's like, no, bro, no. That shit gotta have point. That shit gotta have purpose, man. I need something behind that shit. And They ain't rocking it like that no more. Now everybody's a dead body. Nobody can survive in the black neighborhoods. I can hear niggas, man, you knock the fuck off. Y'all niggas talking about murder all day. Yeah, but we still had Tribe Called Quest at the end of it, though. We still had all types of other rappers. You know what I mean? Yeah, all different types of other rappers. But why? You know what I mean? I'm with the business tip, man. I think they really destroying the kids, so it's not like, you know, I'm not on point by saying something. I'm just looking at it like, yo, people went for the bag, yo. Like, people doing that shit today. People do it all for the dollar, man. They're doing it still to this day. They do it all for the dollar, man. That's why we ain't got no female Rakims. Not one. It's like, yo, remember niggas that had the dances and shit? We ain't got no fast pace, like, you know, movement. Everything's slow or twerking. Everything's negative or stupid. That ain't just the women. Come on, man. You already know that. You know there's mad dumb dude rappers right now. How'd that happen? See, when Pac traded in the revolutionary for the thug, that kind of gave an excuse for people to go ass backwards. Remember, the gangbangers are still riding. They ain't got one factory yet. It's crazy. Gangbangers are all over the place, and they got millionaire representation, but they ain't built a factory yet. They ain't got an after-school program to stop the violence yet. Nothing. That's weird. That's weird. Nobody can deny this shit. Yo, that's weird. That's weird as hell. How the fuck y'all been around this long? You've been around the community. You claim you come from a revolutionary background. Like, you guys are about change in the neighborhood. But change from what? That's the weird thing. It's like, you just got your rights. I don't think these dudes were ever protecting the neighborhood. I think these dudes was drunk, had no jobs, and start creating some clubs and some made up shit. And now we got a bunch of violence and death. Nah, the white dude did it. He infiltrated the gang. You know, this white dude, you starting to make him sound like the ultimate boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? The white dude sent spies in the movement. The white dude put lies on the gangs. The white dude put drugs in the neighborhood. The white dude. I could put heroin in front of your face right now with the needle and everything. I don't mean you're gonna shoot it. So what we saying? Black people are that dumb and that gullible that you can just do anything you want with them. That's pretty fucked up, don't you think? I would say so myself. That's pretty fucked up. What did you say? I'm just like, yo, she's crazy. Yo. She's crazy, man. She's crazy as fuck. It's like, for real. That's why I say I don't fully blame Pac. Because honestly, it wasn't Pac. It was his mom. She's the black queen dope fiend. Can't blame him that at the end of his life, because they said they argued a lot before he died. Because she lied to him about his dad. So that means all the stupid shit that Pac said could possibly be before he knew what he found out. Or it could have all been part of the script anyway. But I don't believe what his dad's telling is script. I believe that's true because his dad wasn't around when he got the contract anyway. And if his mom's all in his ear, it's like that can't be a part of the story. Because remember, she's the one with the lesbian background. She's the one that's supposed to be a part of the revolution, doing dope and having devious or what's it, a deviant, you know what I'm saying, perverted sex life. Because you remember, it was the feminism that was down for the Black Panthers and also, you know, the gay agenda, the lesbian rights, and all that shit. It's true because Huey P. Newton's son even verified that his dad was cool with the gays and all this because he was down with their revolution too, as long as they was down with the Black Panthers. So you sure that the CIA is not involved in this? Because remember, he died. The story goes that he was killed by the Black Guerrilla family that became the Black Guerrilla family because he owed for dope. Y'all see that last interview with him with a suit on, and y'all keep forgetting that don't mean he can't smoke crack. I just told you about Marion Barry not that long ago. He was in the suit. He was a mayor. Crack. Oh, it was the times. Everybody was doing it. That's a goddamn lie. But I'll give you that. It was the times. Seems like it was a lot of fake dudes just out there wasting time talking shit. If you notice, they keep giving us the Black Panthers. They never gave us Thomas Sowell. Why not? That's not even Clarence Thomas. Why did they give us Thomas Sowell? Why not? White, black, none of them wanted us to meet this guy in the times that we need him because he's been out since the 70s. He's been talking for a long time. He's spitting bars like that old white dude bar, but in your favor. That's the crazy thing. He talked just like the old white dude, right? Like he got the knowledge, right? But he's talking about for you because he is you. He got a fro and everything. Like, bro, when you see his jawbone, you can tell he an athlete. Like, he used to play ball. You can tell. You can tell he not like, watch him in the 70s. Go watch Thomas Sowell in the 70s. He looked strong. Like, yo, that looked like a strong brother. Smart as hell. And going to bat for us. Like, was going to bat for us. Like, yo, like, so sophisticated, though. You be like, yo, this is like, beautiful, dog. This is Martin Luther King. This is Malcolm X. Of the fucking knowledge. And I'm talking about way more seasoned than Tony Brown. Oh man, like they kept him hidden for a long time. I'm watching this F search. Somebody took his vocals, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess he had the autobiographies. And when you just listen to him, you be like, yo, why didn't they give us any of this knowledge at all? Ain't got nothing to do with no damn Republicans. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn Democrats. Only in the sense that all the slave blood on their hands. All the slave blood on the Democrats' hands. It is what it is. I feel that, us out here, we don't be getting this information because it's the people that we're politicking with. If you're talking to nothing but Democrats, you ain't gonna know nothing but Democrat history. So it's like you're not really gonna get how. Excuse me. Before the '60s switch, they was killing you left and right. Those are the ones that was killing you. Like those are the ones you went to. All right, well, he's still dying, but now they let you hold the gun and shoot yourself. Like. Remember, with the thug life, the revolution, the thug is revolutionary. All you remember that. Moral technique. Talks a lot of knowledge, but he's a thug. Talking to this thug, right? Public enemy. He's taking, videos in the jail. I got a letter from the government. And he was a bunch of suckers. It's just like, see? What did that do for the community? What did that end up doing? Because the drugs you don't have to do. Nobody's forcing you to do it. Nobody's forcing you to sell them. Nobody's forcing you to associate with it. It really just sounds like a choice. Okay, so why would you allow people to flood your area with the stuff? Like, why did you? Because of black exploitation. Because Superfly, he was getting coked out, selling drugs. See, they hit you from all angles. They hit it from all angles. That's why the 85 is the 85. That's what it was like. I can't even get mad at this point. It's like, yo, you got to do some research on your own. You got to figure stuff out. It came to pass at the end of the day that there was spellcasters. There was people with agendas that came out on news forums and they would tell you stuff. You know what I mean? And people would go for it. You know what I mean? From TV shows to talk shows to game shows to whatever to occupy your time. But it would get the people so wrapped up in it that they would really start buying it. And that's where consumerism came in. Because hip hop has been lost its message a long time ago. And that's bingo. But what's ruling the kids right now? Their ears is wide open to the rap music. They don't even wear belts no more. It's the ass all out. It's weird. It's just weird nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame them. Nobody's teaching them nothing. But the 85 is getting lost in fake food now. You got White House administrations with cocaine in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Men dressed up like women trying to read, Mother Goose rhymes to your kids at 10 a.m. in the morning. I mean, but that's just one place, man. And look at the year you said. And look at the year you said. You said 85. And you said crack cocaine. I understand. Because it's like, but by 85, yo, the heroin had already ripped a hole through the fucking ghetto. All through the 70s. You know what I'm saying? All through the 70s, people was already fucking, what's that shit? Huffing bags and shit. I seen Crooklyn, son. Like, already sniffing paint and shit. Motherfuckers were already doing bugged out shit. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to the crack, we need to knock it off. Because all that shit is coming from Southern America. And y'all been clicked up with the Latino for years now. So don't act like you ain't been going to Poppy buying. Nah, they ain't bring that shit in your fucking neighborhood. You fucking doing that shit. You the one putting that shit out there. You the one confessing to giving up on your people and basically, you know what I'm saying, just letting it get the way that it is. Because it didn't even have to be this way. It really didn't. Like, people should have stood up a long time ago, but nah, there was some wicked men, it said, was down to take a deal. They was already abusing their women. They was already, you know what I'm saying, bad men. But I just don't understand, how did that become suitable for your children to watch? How did that become in your house? I understand a hero. You know what I'm saying? I understand a hero, you know, got to take action and take charge. Okay, that's one thing. But when the rapper became, you know, suitable to emulate and listen to in the house, and I'm not talking about the MC. No, I'm talking about the rapper, the bad one, the one who was just talking about bad stuff. Once that became suitable for people to listen to, on a like grandmas around. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, nowadays, people be bumping shit that we never played in front of grandma. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, back that ass up wasn't something that you used to play in front of your mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Used to not. Now they play this shit at fucking, junior high school dances and shit. It's like, bro, they wouldn't even let us play nothing like that back then. They'd be like, girl, you look good. Won't you? Hey, turn it off. We don't play that here. Like, now they just let people just whatever. So now their brains just get manipulated just over and over, and it's early. It's early. The problems used to be gangs. They used to sneak up on the kids early. Remember the no drugs zone, like yo, that's what it was. Remember? Y'all remember that? The black coat with the black hat, the fucking, the stranger danger. It's like, now they giving it to them. Got little Boosie daughter dissing him. Now, she ain't got no money without this nigga. Like this. That's the craziest shit. You ain't got no money without your dad. Like, your dad's the reason you're in the car, period. Like, what are you talking about? What's your mom? Construction foreman or something? What are you talking about? But look at the chaos. And what we would call, black entertainment. There's more pain in black entertainment than joy. That's what I noticed. There's more pain in it. There's more talking about death and suffering, but these people are wearing chains and got all this money. It's like, you make life seem pointless. I mean, it always was, though. Like, who do you think was copping the coke? Who do you think had the whippets at the parties? Where do you think the sniffing paint came from? The huffing paint? Like, come on, man. But when it comes to doing drugs, shit, even before we was integrated, there's always been drugs in everybody's community, white and black. Shit, they used to have cocaine cough drops. So it's like, times were different. There was cough syrup with, I think, heroin in it, like, or whatever the fuck. There was all types of different stuff like that. It didn't spill in to the neighborhoods just through the drugs. It came through the vibration. It was the music. You've always been in white neighborhoods. What the hell are you talking about? You're James Brown. You're the Spinners. You're the Jackson 5. You're fucking Smokey Robinson in the Miracles. You're fucking Angel Baby. Yeah, that was black people. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yeah, you see how white people like that? Yeah, that's you. You're always in their fucking neighborhoods. It's when the music changed. You created all of it. You created disco, everything. You've always been around them. It's just when you switched it up. It was cool at first. Powerful, voices and stuff over beats. It was cool. The brothers started talking about some money. Being better than everybody. And everybody started talking about, chains and all that. Because, see, people had like Run DMC was just party music. Bro, they used to have OE on their covers and shit. Like, nobody was just peeping the game that was about to take place and what happened. And some of it was good and some of it was bad. Give and take with everything. But look where it's at now. Nobody can front. The game has changed, but it hasn't changed for the better because they haven't got more elevated. They've just got more songy and they're singing now. They're not even rapping. They destroying hip hop. You got thrown off the stage in 85 if you'd have fucking stepped on the mic and started singing, talking about you was hip hop, you was rapping. You got thrown off the stage with that shit. Drake would have never made it in 86. That's not hip hop if you sing it. So you might as well be on fucking, the new fucking Whispers album and all that. Why did they do it that way? Isn't singing a little more, it's not feminine, but isn't it more, serene? Trying to be all peaceful and stuff. Remember, they got their pants sagging. They got their butt out. Now the music's all soothing. Everybody's singing. All doing drugs. Now, we've heard about these sausage parties. We just seen one on a fucking boat. They was in all white. Little baby was not looking right. But, they ain't going to take it personal. Oh, y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand. I don't want to understand. All these kids missing. Come on, son. Come on, son. Like, all this shit's getting fucked up. It's even worse than what it was. It's all corrupt. These motherfuckers sniffing bug in the fucking White House. I ain't even mad at that. I'm mad that the shit happened. Like, are you serious? Tell you, I already lost the game of kids, bro. Now you sniffing bug in the fucking White House. What the fuck's going on? Damn it, what the fuck's going on? The kids is singing. But they claiming that they thugs. Nigga got a gun and he's singing. You damn right I ran. I was scared for my fucking life. Never seen a nigga sing with gun in his hand. You know what? I'm fucking out. This is just not making any sense. I don't respect this. This nigga singing to me with a gun in his hand. Sound like a fucking lullaby. This nigga got a murder me. I'm fucking out. I'll get you niggas. Nigga, watch these songs. These niggas singing with a gun in his hand. And it's not a Mexican song. It's not a fucking song from Mexico with the mariachi and all that shit. Nah. It's a nigga on the corner of fucking 79th Street, whatever. Fucking gun in his hand singing. His pants is extra tight and they sagging. About to get the fuck out of here. Right? Shit's crazy. That's all I'm saying, yo. It's like, the game has changed, yo. That's all I can say, yo. The game has changed, yo. And, this is why everybody's like pretty much 85%. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because, people think 85, like, they thinking I'm talking about some old, oh, yeah, God and a lot. Man, y'all don't know nothing about this shit. I be telling people all day, yeah. Allegory, fucking masonry, science, y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all read. Y'all still waiting on somebody. Y'all huffing and puffing, man. Or y'all sitting around claiming that you this shit that you're talking about, but y'all forgot about the game master that's running the whole fucking thing. If streets are owned by people, then imagine who's running the whole fucking show. There's a person, there's a dude, and all these motherfuckers are bound down. And everybody keep talking about some devils. No, there's two of them. If you choose to go to slimy, grimy, it's on you. But no, there's somebody who's really running capital game, the whole thing. Because the devil ain't smart like that. Remember, he controlling the underworld. Can't control the overworld, the real scene, the real shit that's going on. Fucking meat factories, the fish factories, the fucking shipyards. Big business. I'm talking about fucking crane worths of fucking merchandise. Fucking $1 billion moves. Real shit. $1 trillion moves. Oh yeah. There's a different person. And it ain't on anybody's administration. That's funny. People be thinking this administrating president, man, this motherfucker about to check. There's a whole nother regime. There's a whole nother inner sanctum. That's where the masonry comes in. Remember, they giving y'all the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah up front. They got the lodges in the back. Everybody's scared to death. Don't even walk around. Oh, shit! Oh! Got the lodges looking like they're falling off. And I'm like, everybody's afraid to get some fucking wisdom in their head. It's like, hey, go in there and have a conversation. You telling me if you knew a voodoo lady lived down the street, you wouldn't check her out every once in a while? I'd hit her up. Hit her up real quick, see what you got. See what you got. See what you know. It's probably going to be some herbs and medicines and shit. Throw a little twang on it, you know what I'm saying? Through some fucking, I don't know, chisels of sawdust in the fucking fireplace. Make it look special. But ain't much going on, man. I don't want to take you out of the 85 to make you think that the 5% spooky and floating around with the alien goofiness. No. All we saying is, yo, bruh, it took $1. It's 42 trillion of us, or I'm sorry, 44 million of us. It took $1. All right, add that by 10. We could have been out of this shit. But they did hit us with drugs. It's true. But drugs are a choice. Excuse me. And so is cleansing. And I think the neighborhoods needed cleansing up and down. There's certain people that just, sorry, dog, they didn't cut it. Am I wrong for this? Like, yo, I think I totally understand why the Lord did the flood. I think I get it. Like, I think I totally get it. Some of you motherfuckers, foul, wickedness. You get ready. They be like, yo, you just talking about black people. What? With your fucking mind. No. A lot of corrupt motherfuckers. Shit. Yes, whole blocks, whole territories. And the good neighborhoods and the bad ones. Shit. I ain't saying it like that. What I'm saying is, America does need a cleansing, man. It's like, damn, y'all, shit. I'm filthy out here, motherfucker, but I can see why. Look at your music. Look at your zombieism. Look at your zombieism. Songs is whack. The mind states is whack. The celebritism is whack. They're not even good people. Like, they don't even do any charity work. Like, these motherfuckers only come out in the holidays. That's so funny. You ain't never seen a bunch of these motherfuckers going to a soup kitchen. You know what I'm saying? On a regular. Nah. You got Rick Ross and Gunna, or whatever the dude's name was, Gunplay buying jewelry for each other and shit. Weirdo shit. Got Diddy buying Rick Ross a mansion. Weirdo shit. These dudes are not good for the community. They're good for their self-ego loading. Where's the orphanage at? For the black kids that are abused. Where's that at? The council corner. They can shoot hoops, learn workout techniques, different martial arts, and play the PlayStation from now and then. But now we about to go play some badminton. Yeah, I need you out there working that flex. Yeah, player. Yes, energy. You know what I'm saying? Bringing life to the children and shit besides the rough and the corruptness. And that's another thing. Why don't we push that out of the block? Look, you're 17 years old. You ain't got a job. You rather sell drugs with niggas. You can't do that over here. Okay? And yes, we are going to call the police. No, we're not afraid of you and your guns. We got guns too, actually. Yes, yeah. We have registered firearms. Yeah, we're able to blow a hole in your fucking ass. But we're offering you an opportunity to just leave. If you don't want to do that, the boys in blue will be here very shortly. And at the same time, if you want a buck, you're going to get a buck in your fucking ass. Because I told you, we're legally licensed and carrying, and we have that for you punk ass. Tired of you niggas sitting around here not doing it. Go get a fucking job, nigga. Be like, yo, I don't want to work. And then come up with an idea. There's actually a phone line you can call. Got an idea. You can make that idea reality. Whether it's a book, an invention, whatever it is. There's literally everything on the internet. See, we're in a different time. It's like the excuse for just being a lazy bum is really not in void because there's too much shit you can do to make money. Too much. What's keeping the kids killing? What's keeping them thinking that way? Is it really them? Or is there a bigger agenda behind them that's keeping them all messed up? And that's what I'm saying. They talk about turn off the radio back in the day. No, man, turn off all that. But they did say that though back in the day. Turn off the radio. Radio's washed. All that entertainment shit, that man ain't goofy. Goofy as hell. And that's why ain't nothing getting done. Ain't nothing shaking, rocking, or rolling. Ain't nothing getting done. Yo. What I want 85% to know is this. It's going to be hard to let a lot of the foolishness go, but honestly, you don't have to let it go in that degree. You don't have to be like, oh, I can't do nothing. No. You just got to realize that there's a bigger agenda for why they want you to act dumb, why they want you to kill yourselves, why they want you to kill each other, why they want you to be ignorant and mad. Because when you're angry, you can't think. But with no thinking going around, a lot of danger and lunacy will be. So, in the next video, I'll tell you a little more about the process, you know what I'm saying, of why it's black and white and why they use each other as the fuel to keep this opposition going that really is not even there. And they know it's not there, and that's why they're both able to do it, whether it's psyop deaths or real deaths. They take advantage of every situation that they have, and they make it what they want to make it. I'm just saying that it's mainly one side. One side is talking about a democracy that is not America. The United States of America is a republic. That's what you're saying in your flag salute. So it is what it is. I mean, there's only one reason somebody would try to tell you about all this stuff that really is not even on your script, and that's because they want to use you in all those different ways. Marxism is going to rip apart your community because it's going to go against everything that is solid information. Family structure, it's going to go get all of it. You see how it is today. I think it's sad. You know what I'm saying? The grown-ass man is sad because it's like, damn, so much better we could be doing, man. Hey, it is what it is, yo. Till the next time. Stay safe. Keep your mind strong. And always remember something, man. There's no diss to nobody. But once you get on the right side of history, you'll realize, yo, man, I've been wasting a lot of time with these jokers, bro, because they've been lying to us. I mean, and it's been messing up the community in the way that I think. But change comes with growth. Don't even worry about it.